What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Ark Survival. Now, today I am on my old, what's the word? The Volcano map. This is the old thing I had. I had a base around here. I did some commands to delete the base. And I did the one for the dinosaurs too, but it didn't actually work out because I wasn't actually probably looking at them. We are going to do a new series here because I know where things are better here and it just kind of collects over all better. Now, of course, we can't keep all of our dinosaurs here. Here's the old me that was kind of disconnected for some reason. The good thing about this is Titan bows are tameable in this one, so that's good to know for later fact. We did do some cheating stuff just to get used to console commands and things like that. And also we had some of a giant pen of sheep along with a bunch of wyverns. Now the wyverns, like all the creatures I have, are gonna have to go. One of the wyverns that I had that I really enjoyed having was this kid right here, who I stole and hatched. First wyvern that I hatched, which is the big thing for this game. So we're gonna kill them all, and we're gonna set up base not here, but up a little bit higher, because in this map where we are, we're at the. If you look on our map, I'm a little bit left of where we are, and that little corner up in the middle is a little tribute zone. And in that tribute zone, dinosaurs don't really spawn there. It's a good amount of wood, stone, metal. So we're going to stay there for it. And we're also going to need to make some piping so we don't have to worry about water. And we're going to kill ourselves along the way, apparently. But yeah, we're going to... I also had some water creatures. Wasn't really getting into water until late on. And that's when I started doing the series for the newer Ark series, which is kind of going to be over now, because the map is just not giving me what I really need. One thing about this map, though, it does have all terrains, so it has a winter biome on the top, has the scorched earth on the bottom right, and it has a volcano area, which is good for, which has the the dragons and the other creatures. Now, I'm doing this with the Pokemon mod again, so this will still be a Pokemon modded episode series. It'll just be restarting Arcean. So we're gonna see if we can do the command to kill all the tribe's dinos. Destroy tribe dinos. Yep, that did it. There are some eggs here, so we're gonna collect these while we're here because they were stuff. That body's just gonna sit there for a while, I think. Let's see if we can actually access this stuff. So there are narcotics in here, which might end up using those because that's a lot of narcotics that I took my time to grind for a long time. So we might use those in the very end. We do have spending place and other resources down in here, which we'll just leave here because nothing's really destroyed or anything. Otherwise, it's going to be a flat-out new series. Nothing's going to happen. Blah, 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 blah. Somehow this guy survived. I don't know how that happened, but I'm going to murder him too. And yeah, welcome back to the new series. We're gonna start off by getting food and water, preferably, because we're gonna need a lot of it. We do have some levels, because there were some levels just from being alive for long enough. So we're gonna do our usual of bopping it into weight, hatchet, spear, club, campfire, thatch, and thatch, which you can't actually get because we need to get more stuff. Welcome back, guys. Remember, this is basically the new series, so let me know down below in the comments what you guys want to see for this series. Obviously, we could do more dinosaurs, we could do more Pokemon. We do need to get into the Pokemon itself. We did see that they have the experimental version of the Pokeball last episode. It did take a while for me to get a new episode in. I just didn't feel like with the places that we were going to, it didn't seem like we were actually doing that much in terms of interesting things. But luckily now we can have an idea of where stuff is, so we can do the things that we want to do. Now, one funny story about this area is that I did start off right here, and it was a small little shack that we had. And in that shack, I was still starting off, and Argentavis swarmed me. It was crazy. I had like a small little roof thing over my head, not that much in total. I was just like, okay, well, I guess this is how we're starting the game. It was interesting in my opinion. As you can see, there are the electric type Pokemon, Jolteon and all of them. I think I have the gamma and everything set correctly, but I could be wrong. Will be the first time I'm wrong, you know. So we have thatch. We're gonna need wood. Oh, bugs are a big problem in this, especially since I don't have a frog with me. And I've been killed already. That's a great start. That's the usual start we have. So, West 1, respawn Lemon location. Did we spawn back where I think we did? Let's take a look at the map. We did. But yeah, we're gonna start off kind of just getting some stuff, some resources. Just get it all going again. Honestly, it's gonna take us a minute to get back to where we were. That could be actually a whole episode worth of just getting back to where we were. But yeah, we're gonna start rebuilding ourselves back up. Now, obviously, there's gonna be some a lot of downtime for me due to the fact that we're just restarting this whole thing back up again. So pick, craft one, and drop her back in. One big thing is either getting to the top, we'll have water nearby because there's a little pool that has all the metal stuff around it. Or we'll just have to make a piping thing that goes all the way down. Preferably, I think we'll do the piping due to the fact that I don't want any of the structures affecting the surrounding area, because as you know that there's an effect where if you have buildings nearby resources, they respawn slower, or may not even at all, to be honest. I think I'm not too sure about that for 100%, but we're just gonna continue getting levels. We do have the level thing at the highest, I believe, is when I put it at. I could be completely wrong. I didn't actually take a great big look at it, but going for the simple bed early on, if I could. We'll go for the foundations. That way they craft things faster, or you know, get more experience at what I'm doing. So I need fiber and I need thatch. I forgot that we died, so we don't have any fiber on us. Now, and I did start this off before in the non-series that I did. It was a extremely quick one hit. You got 600 wood, called it good. This one is going to be similar to the last one, where it takes a while to collect all the things you need. Once you have them, they're going to be kind of there for a while. A sickle will be nice in the future, however we still have to get past the swing zone area. Now, there aren't very many hostiles in this area, however the T-Rexes are abundant in the map for this. And so we have to be kind of careful on where we tread. So we're getting close to another level up, which will be good. Plus we'll be able to get our house started up in some fashion. These trees do last a lot longer than the ones we've seen previously. Crafting stuff up helps us out. Toss all the seeds. We'll do farming eventually at some point, but not in the near future. Drop that there. Need to get more in terms of weight. Grab the bed, because that's going to be definitely important. Narcotics. I'll take another level up while we were waiting. Excuse me, that was unexpected, in my opinion. So we have, it's been a little bit of time, not that bad, because I've been running around trying to get to the places I wanted to be at, and luckily for us, ooh, they added Pichu in? When did they add Pichu in? That's level 116 Pichu right there. But yeah, obviously the arc creator for this mod has been busy in some ways more than others. I don't know about the Pokeballs. Again, I haven't actually taken a look at them since I introduced them. I assume in the, what was it, the thing, they will be somewhere around here. There is some stuff I don't recognize. This is probably all tech tier stuff. Yeah, it's tech tier stuff. And then, is the Pokeball a specially late item? Or is it somewhere in the middle? Pokeball. 35. So it's supposed to be level 35, and you can use the experimental Pokeball to mess around some. One of the benefits of this map is that I don't have to reset the dinosaurs to get all the dinosaurs that I need, including the water ones. Now this area is kind of abundant in deadly water creatures on the left side especially. If you guys have played on the Volcano, you would know how fun this map is. Because if I stood where I was before, and I got a little bit to the right over there, there's a giant, massive death pool of T-Rexes and other dinosaurs. Now I do have some friendly little water guys that aren't going to bother us. We also have to worry about the rats in this case. There are the not pegomastics, but the pelglio. There's one in front of us. If you look straight ahead toward the beach, they're like little rat things that come up and steal your stuff. And while our stuff is not that valuable, I'd still like to keep it. Now I do know that they steal the last thing in your item bar, which is going to be berries for us, which could tame them actually. If I remember, they use berries rather than meat, but it's been a while since I've tamed any of those. As our last series kind of didn't get into those dinosaurs that much compared to the other ones. Now for us, we still have to worry about getting other resources, like for example, plasters and things, chitin. We do have beaver dams, and I know where those beaver dam locations are now, so that's going to be extremely helpful to us. And we have to deal with some of the new dinosaurs that we didn't see before. For example, the what's it called? I don't remember the new dinosaurs they added in just recently. There's the Ecreus and all of them, but I don't remember if there's anything new after them. I could be completely wrong. I could be like, oh hey, this is what actually is here and whatnot, but we shall see. And I've almost gotten back to where we wanted to be yet. We will have our house built on the very top. Some things we do have to look out for. The bugs obviously are one. Another is Gangars. I think they live on the second layer of that up there. And I think there's a Galamus stuck on the top of that rock, which is funny, because Galamus love to get stuck on things. At least for me. I don't know about you guys. They do it for me. Another thing is that I actually haven't looked into the mod as of late for what the Pokemon mod is adding in still and whatnot. They could have new Pokemon that are a bit more hostile in the area that could spawn here, potentially. I'm not too sure about that, but it's possible potential for doing those types of things. Now, I do believe I have Gamma at 3.1, and oh, there's a bug already after me. Okay, we're just gonna go around these guys. Hopefully they don't bother us too much. Got an Oviraptor doing Oviraptor things. Another creature we have to look out for, probably the scariest one to me, is the rock golem. The rock golems are the mini rock golem things. As they just pop out of the ground like weeds. And they freak me out horribly. It's just one of those things that I'm not too much of a fan of. Now food is not too much of an issue, but it will be eventually. We do need to get started in the meat packing industry for collecting food, as bears won't always be able to cut it. However, for now we'll just have to live with what we have. So what are we going to do with what we have? We need to get up to the 3rd floor, which is a bit higher up. There should be a ramp around this corner, which will be helpful. Now there are 3 points of dinosaurs or beavers that show up. One is towards the way I'm heading right now, and down the cliff right here. There should be beavers there. There should be beavers across the plain area. There should be beavers on top where the lake is, and then there should be a 3rd in the redwood forest, which is right over there. So if I look down, there are beavers swimming around. I don't see any beaver dams at the current moment, so we don't have to worry about them. Coal, I did forget that there are fish everywhere, which means we'll have a steady supply of fish should we need it, or use it, or want it. any of the combination of those three things. But overall, it looks like it's pretty safe here in terms of dinosaur spawns. I should have hit the, there's the ramp. I was wondering where it was. So we have the benefit of the ramps. There's an Argentavis on our left, along with T-Rexes and other dinosaurs of large stature. What else? Flying dinosaurs do occasionally hop on by here to enjoy themselves. We are struggling with water, but I'm going to show you guys the cool little cave, if it isn't completely blocked off by random rock bent pieces. Okay, it's just a graphical glitch in resources. As you can see, we have metal in the area. We have silica pearls in this little area. We have koi, or the coals, to grab off of. There's even a beacon here that has one artifact, which is going to be useful for us later on when we get started doing stuff. But for now, we're going to focus on making our little tree house. Need to find a decent place that doesn't have a huge amount of rocks and won't lose that many resources. Which kind of looks like right about here-ish, in my opinion. Right by the ramp area. So let's just get started building. I think we need to do a... what's a good size? A 5x5 or a 6x6 might be a good idea. Don't have to worry about water too much since we got a little pool next to us. As for hostiles, there shouldn't be any up here besides this little friendly pterodon, which is flying off now. So let's see how much we need for, or how many we can make of these things. 1. That's an okay amount so far. 2. Can't make any more? Nope, not yet. So let's take a look at level up. We did damage twice by accident, but it doesn't really matter. We just need to get to 400 weight eventually. Door frame, ceiling. We're going to need... what else do we need? Needing is a word that is questionable. We will need a... what are we? Spyglass. Definitely going to be needed at some point. And is there anything else of crazed need that we're going to have to get? Spark powder. Maybe a hat. Let's see. Okay, got that down. I can only make 1 so far, I think, or 2. 1. So 5. 5 is gonna be here, so we have a 5. I need to do another 4. Yeah, 4. So what do we have so far? What are we gonna need to make our stuff? We need, for crafting, for wooden foundation, we're gonna need another. We need just wood. Basically, just collect a lot of wood. So that's what we're gonna do. We do have a bit of an issue hitting trees. Apparently, they do like to hinder themselves from us in ways that are incomparable to my mind. We're just going to continue on going. Beacons here are a bit more consistent in terms of loot and in terms of spawning, so we won't be getting too many crazy items, unlike last time where we got a bunch of stuff early on that was almost impossible to find or get. Let's see. How many can we make with this? It's not making any more noises, so I assume that's done with the whole crafting number. We can eat more berries as our food is going down slightly. So let's see, 4, 2, 3, 4. Really? Can't make it again? Okay, well. We're at 5 by 5, I think, now, if we put it down correctly. Okay, so it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 5. This is a decent size, I'd say. We're stopped by destroying the trees up here, just to make it easier for our stuff to be in. And then afterward, we'll shift our way down to the forest below us, and then the forest below us, which should have our stuff respawn by then on the second layer. So we just need to fill it up. I have no idea. I think I only made 2. I can only make 2 at the moment, I think, is what the deal is with this. So let's see. More weight. Got 3 or 4 levels out of there, if I saw that correctly. Arrow, yes. Bow, we need a slingshot. So we're already making pretty solid progress in terms of getting the items that we require to do taming and whatnot. Stone walls. We could get started on stone pretty soon. Gateway, gate. Pillars are always good to have for building. I can't actually learn pillars because we run out of engram points. But here we go. Continue on making some more stuff. This is going to be the first building episode, guys, just so you know, so you don't really miss out on too much. This is going to be mostly just building and getting ready for the kind of new series, new area stuff. When we do get our entertainments, we're going to focus on getting him quick enough to evade the dragons. If you even can anymore. I don't even know if you can, to be sure. Since the speed speed update happened. I don't know how taming a dragon is supposed to be easier or harder now. But crafting one foundation, we've actually run out of fiber, which is something that I didn't expect at some point, but I didn't expect it to be happening right this minute. Luckily, bushes do give off a good amount of fiber for just hand grabbing. We just need to collect up enough to get the job done. And we're going to probably take a look at how long this episode has been going for, because I don't want to keep you guys around for too much for the first episode, but after that, we might have a bit longer episodes, might be a little bit shorter. It's kind of up to what happens for me, I guess. Honestly, if I'm going to die, if I die a couple times, then I might just decide to call it good. We got about 22 minutes in. I think we finished the base and maybe get some walls up, and then we'll call it an episode. Make a house that looks decent enough to live in, or at least survive in for a little while. So that goes there. This goes here, there, there, there. One thing I am worried about is the ground eating up too much of my my foundations. Honestly, it's not going. It's at least I hope it doesn't eat up too many of them, as foundation is a bit expensive to actually make. So if I end up wasting a foundation because I can't actually fit the whole thing on the ground, then that becomes an issue for me. Maybe it would have been smart to do it on a flat surface like right here, as there are not really any large resources, and it allowed me to make some ladders to go down. But then again, it's also a bit, oh, it's going to be both ways, it's going to be a bit far from being able to get water. I don't think you can actually build in caves, so I don't know if I can actually build a pipeline to the water place. I might have to make a water pipeline going around it toward the one below it. But I'm not going to do any of that until we start getting flying dinosaurs, as building with flying dinosaurs improves the experience vastly. Vastly? A large amount. Yeah. I think that's... I said everything correctly, I believe. But, yeah. So what are we trying to learn up now? Sloped walls and roofs would be nice. Railings and fence foundations are definitely important for us. Smelting paste, gunpowder, those things are important. Flare gun for later use of gun stuff. Thatch roof, you know, sloped. Pillar, we never got that. And a ladder just in case we need that. I'm not a fan of ladders, to be honest. They take a bit of effort to go up and stuff, which is why I use the spiral the staircases. Just an opinion on mine. They just, you know, not the best thing. So this is what I didn't want happening. That right there. Which means that you are no longer worth. And we can actually build something with that. Cool. I wasn't sure if we had enough resources for it. So we're just going to kill this plant early on. What are you looking in terms of resources? We have enough fiber, a good amount of thatch, and absolutely 0 wood. Which I kind of expected, to be honest. So we're going to continue on deforesting the upper layer of this place to build our house. Now, if I knew that it was a peaceful area, I would have probably done it in the non-series I did, but I kind of wanted to be right next to the water where it was safe for me. I didn't explore this place until I had flying, basically, under my grip. And even then, I kind of enjoyed the positioning of my place, where it was kind of an offensive yet defensive place, as it was close up at the hill, so my dinosaurs could be safe from things below it, but the things above could still fall in and do damage, which they had to be on neutral for, so... I'm getting kind of into a lot of what I had in the past for that, but we're just going to continue up building our foundations. We have 3 crafting. I think we need 7 or 6 or something. I didn't count the actual number. But we are getting pretty close to having our 5x5. Now, as for the menu stuff, I'm still not too sure about Ark's choice to change the look of the menu. Honestly, it's their decision because it's their game, but I think I would have preferred it to be something else. Maybe a different color, maybe just a different layout that's different. I don't know. Let's see. We've almost got the thing done. I don't know why, but my graphics are looking a bit lackluster in my opinion. You know, it's like Ark. Did you break or something? Did I do a goof on something? I don't even know what's causing it, but whatever. Hopefully, after the first load, it kind of figures out, oh hey, this is what we're supposed to look like, and then, you know, does it. That's kind of my thought process behind sometimes games having some errors or some glitches or some mess-ups. So we do need some water, so we're going to run back into our little glitched cave area of solitude. Dehydration is a big issue, which obviously needs to be quenched by the our gods. So let's see, what's an easy coal? Fish meat. We don't want to drown. This could have been a bad mistake. Although I think we will survive. Just a thought, you know, just a possibility of there's a chance of success. Now parkour is a very important thing, which obviously I can sometimes do. Apparently not right now, but I can do sometimes. Fish, you're in my way. How does Will get out of here again? There we go. I was almost worried that we were going to actually drown there for once. Now these are not real crystals. You can't actually beat them up, so we have to find crystal from other mountains, but that shouldn't be too much of an issue to the fact that it's just crystal. You only use it for basically water jugs and what's the other thing you use it for? Spyglasses and the good old what's it called? Greenhouse. So we got 3 more cooking for the foundations. After cleaning this place out, it looks pretty good. It's not that shady. Got a good amount of sun in the area and stuff like that. Wait. We're at 280. Need to get to 300 before I'm satisfied. Or 400, sorry. Going off fake numbers here. So we're at 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Didn't I delete something? 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay then. Well, I'm not gonna get into it, I guess. So we're gonna need one wall, and we're actually out of fiber and thatch, so we're gonna grab up some of the stuff. Now this house by no means is gonna be the permanent end game. We're gonna obviously expand it to our needs. However, we're gonna have two doors: one to leaving down the side of the hill, one to getting to our water quick enough. And like all of our houses, we're gonna have it be about 3 high for each layer. Maybe 4 high. 3 high. 3 high sounds good for the first floor at least. And then we're gonna call it an episode, I think, because that's gonna be far more time spent than I'd like on this one episode. Now I do have some school stuff happening, so I could take a while to do the things that we need to do. But hopefully in the near future we continue to enjoy ourselves and get some more things done with our main episodes. So let me know how you guys are doing for things like finals. Obviously, I didn't really say much for in terms of a goal or a comment thing, because I was kind of working on getting the first episode done with gathering resources, doing the collections, one of those episodes. But hopefully in the future I'll get to have more actual topics to talk about and have more free time to get a lot of things done in the episode while talking to you guys. So we got all the fiber we could possibly need. And hopefully we can make a couple of walls and other things. So we have one wall currently right now. We need to make 2 doors. And the rest walls. I don't know what. Is it because we're low level and that's why we have low amount of resources, or what? I'm not too sure. And one right there. Cool. Now for walls, we're gonna pop that there, pop that there. 3.3 is what I've had it in the past, so that might be why we're doing it. R dot light shafts 0. R dot bloom quality 0. Yeah, I have everything on the correct settings. I wonder if it's just maybe it's just the settings of the actual game. Not important though. Just gonna finish off the episode by getting a couple walls down. How long have we been going for? I haven't actually checked the amount of time. We've gone about 32 minutes. It's getting close to about a good episode, I'd say. From what I heard, I think I heard 4 or 5 walls being made. I guess 4. No, 3. 3 walls, really? Because we had more resources than that. No, I guess not. I kind of like the wooding on there and the wooding on there. So we're just going to start chewing on through the woods down here. Hopefully in the near future I've been looking at trying to get some co-op things done, or not co-op, but collaboration stuff. But due to the fact that it's been finals weeks and stuff's happening, and I got my own things that I do still, I haven't actually found any partners or anyone to do anything with. Honestly, doing Ark with people is way more fun than just doing it solo. Also, doing Pokemon with more people is fun versus solo, but in the near future we'll just do what we can with what we got. I heard 6, I think, for crafting. Let's see what else we can do. Yeah, we did get 6, so we're gonna need to craft up more walls. We'll have a total of 9. And while we're doing that, we can get our level up for weight. And we're hit stone. Stone gateway. Dinosaur gate. We do need doors. Window wooden frames would be nice. Trank arrows. Godly. Stone foundation. So we'll get doors next time. Then the next time level. Oh, we actually have a level up again already. I mean, that's kind of, I guess, normal since there was the whole crafting going on with walls. One door. Gonna need that more than the stone door at the moment. Now, it's the one thing that I do have a complaint about Ark for aesthetic is that no matter what door you put up, the only one that works is with its typing. So, for example, the reinforced door works really, or it looks really nice with stone walls, but the stone door frame. But when you put it on a wooden door frame, it's the worst thing ever. It's like aesthetically least pleasing thing ever. Which, you know, doesn't make too much sense. Well, I guess it makes some sense, but it's not an ideal thing for me or probably anyone else who is like, you know, OCD about things. I have friends who I played Ark with who have some sort of like OCD with things needing to be perfect or else it's awful and stuff like that. And so those types of things I'd think Ark would try to make appealing to all players. What was that? That was, oh, email. Okay, well, that can happen later. We've got the walls we have basically surrounded our area, plus we have enough to do the upper areas for our thing. I think we're gonna call it an episode there. We couldn't actually do quick little ramps. I think we'll just do a quick 2 ramps to make it easy to get into our house, and then we'll call it the episode there. But overall, we have kind of deforested this area really well, which was kind of the goal. Obviously, we could have deforested it a bit better if we had some sort of dinosaurs that do wooden things, like a Therizinosaurus. Therizinosaurus? The Thuthieth. That's the bird things with the turkeys with claws, basically. As well, they're not really wood; they're more thatch. But okay, whatever. So we have enough wood and stuff to do the 2 ramps. And I think... No, we can't even do another wall, I think. Bop. We could probably do 1 wall. Yeah, I can do 1 wall. We'll do 1 wall, and then we're going to call it the episode, guys. So thank you guys for watching. Obviously, this has been a bit of a new thing since I've been doing a lot of H1Z1 and, you know, the Overwatch, which have gotten some views, some of them. Did that do the correct thing? That did the correct thing. Wow, that's a first. And that's what I've been enjoying, but honestly, this is also to let you guys know that I'm not done with Ark. I'm just took a little bit of a break for it. But thank you guys for watching. Obviously, we'll come back with another episode of Ark Survival in the near future. But until then, I'll see you guys later. Remember to leave a like down below if you enjoyed this content and you want to see more of it. Leave a like down, or sorry, I just said that. Subscribe if you're new, because obviously the more of you that show up to these episodes, the more I feel inclined to do them, the more I want to get more input from you guys, and the more we just enjoy our company. And remember to leave down a comment on what you want to see in the future. Obviously, first dinosaur is up for grabs. I'll do naming for whatever, if you guys leave down names for the dinosaur that I tame first. And I'll see you guys later. Ciao.